Today I'm gonna show you a birthday card with a crab, and it looks like this. And here you see a crab standing on some sand, and there's a sand castle in the background and seashells. And are they seashells? No, those are seashells and seashells, and that is a sea star, and there's also a sea star. And then you can see this piece of wood here, and on top of that it says Snappy Birthday, because the crab has claws, so it's like Snappy Birthday. And there you can see some small gems, some small pearls or some treasures in the sand, and nice blue background or blue sky. When you open it up, you have a little money pouch or money gift card holder or money pouch, and you can put some money inside there. In this case this is 20 euro. And then you have these seashells stamps and two crabs, and they are saying snap, 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 because they are snapping with their fingers, or not fingers, claws. I think it's claws, yeah. And on the back side you just have my little signature made by Lena, and that's the card. And it was pretty easy to make. And I started out with a A5 card. So this card base is A5 international standard size. You can have whatever size you want, but this is just a normal A5. Then I took some watercolor paper. Here on you see the background, it's watercolor paper, and I used my watercolors. I just used a brush, normal watercolor brush, and I took the blue one, but I also took a little bit of pink and purple. I actually used that blue instead, but different blues. I think I used that one. A little bit of purple and pink, and I think I took some orange, but you can't really see. I think you see the pink here in the background. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but I just wanted a little bit of different shades, but mainly it's blue. And as you can see, it's not perfectly blue. You can see a little bit of white coming through, and I wanted it like that so it would not be one solid color. That was the reason why I didn't use a normal blue paper as a background. I wanted to have watercolor, so it will become a little bit of white. And also, I think it's more nicer feeling to it. It's more different than just one piece of colored blue paper. Then I cut out some of the brownish paper, brown paper, and I distressed the sides here with my color applicator. Just went around with the sides. Let me see, I have my color applicator nearby. There we have it. Oh, sorry. Here we have it, my color applicator, and I just distressed the side of that. Then also, when it's colored here, I did and pressed it down just like that to get a little bit of, I think it's called speckles, like not the full color, but you see small dots of colors on the sandcastle, and also small dots of colors on the background here. So speckles, I think it's called, I'm not sure, but that one I did by just going press down and up, press down and up, press down and up, with only a little bit of color on the applicator. Otherwise you will get a big clump, and you don't want that. So just a little bit of color and press down like that. You could also do that with the stamping pad itself, but really softly, so you don't get a big square. You just want a little bit of speckles there. Then I had a template. If you have a cuttlebug, not a cuttlebug, a cricket, then that's great. But I live in Finland and I'm a student, so I can't afford a cricket, and we don't sell them in Finland. So I would have to import one from America, and that would cost a lot. So I wish they sold them in Finland, but for now they don't. So I made these two small templates. This one actually goes up here, but I ran out of paper, so I just cut it like that. But you're supposed to go up, so it becomes a top like that. So don't cut it like that, just go up there. But these are the two templates that I made in normal paper, and I put them down on red paper and on brown paper, and I traced the lines with a pencil. and then I cut them out with my really small scissors. These are really good for small things. I used this one for the castle, sand castle, but I used the cutting knife for the crab. I thought it would be a little bit hard to cut it out with scissors, especially all these legs and claws, so I used my cutting knife. But don't use a big scissors when you're cutting small detailed things. Use a small scissor or a cutting knife. And that's how I got the sandcastle and the crab. And the sandcastle I then used a white gel pen. Here we have it. A white gel pen to get these small lines here around it. And then these doors here are actually just made with my what are these? These are just colored pens, color pens, and I used the brown one to get these brown holes here. I also used the black one to get the eyes and the mouth on the crab. And then you see that the crab has some glittery and pink cheeks, and that one I did with using my black style pastel gel pen. I think it's pastel gel pens. Can you see? No, you can't. Okay, but it's like this, and you can write on black paper because the color will pop up. So since it was red paper, I used the soft pink one, and that's how I got the pink one. But to get it glittery, I used some stickles. So after the pink color was dried, I used some stickles to get it shiny. And I did the same thing with the stars. I cut out a star, not the stars, just one singular star. I cut it out with the mini scissors, and it was yellow paper, and I drew eyes and a mouth, and I used some glitter stickles. Put it on, and that's how it shimmers. Oh, there you see. Now you see it better, like that. And the same thing with these. They are shimmery. And then this is actually real sand, because I went outdoors and I took some, these are everything on the ground, so I didn't start to take anything off the trees. So when you go outside, try to take materials that are on the ground. Do not harm any trees. So I found these pieces that somebody had cutted and they were on the ground. So I took them inside and I dried them overnight on the table. And then I also find these are the skin on trees. I think that I could use them for other cards or other crafting, but everything I found on the ground. And then I took some sand. This was really harsh sand, not very small pieces of sand. This is really big pieces of sand and kind of dark sand. So I took that as well, and I put on some glossy accent. And I put quite a lot of glossy accent because I wanted it to stick. Then I just sprinkled on some sand and let it dry. And that's how I got the sand here. It will stay now. And that's kind of cool that it has a nice feeling of real sand. And this one is a piece of wood as well. And for that one I used my hot melting heated gun. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's like hot glue gun. I had it in my closet, I'm sorry. Here it is, hot glue gun. I use it quite a lot for big stuff to put on papers. So plastic that melts, and I use that to adhesive for this piece of wood. Then this Snappy birthday, I drew that with a white gel pen onto brown paper and cut it out with scalloped scissors. And I glued that on again with this one. I wasn't really sure if normal glue would stick to the wood because it was kind of rough. It was not smooth, the surface. So I used the glue gun for that one. And these one are just small embellishments. This one were from a flower shop, these 3 red ones. A local flower shop in Finland. I don't know what you are supposed to do with them with flowers, but I use them for crafting, so they are just half pearls. Half plastic pearls, or beads maybe. Pearls or beads. And this one, this seashell, sea star, yeah, so they are from Toys R Us. I think you have Toys R Us in United States of America. So this, I think this cost like 2 or 3 euros in Europe. I don't know the price in America, but I think you have Toys R Us there. So here for 2 or 3 euros you get this package, and you have the sea stars, and you have some fishes and seahorses, and I even think there are some small dolphins. Yeah, you have small dolphins there, and they have a hole in themselves, so you're supposed to make a necklace maybe. So these have holes in themselves, but I use them for crafting. And then you get these seashells as well, big ones and the spiral ones, and they all come with a hole, as you can see there. But I don't really use them for making necklaces, I use them for crafting. So for this I thought it would be perfect. So again I used my glossy accent. You could use your, actually I should have used my hot glue gun, because they would stick better then, but they stick quite well. But to be sure that it sticks even better, I should have used my glue gun. And I glued that one also with glossy accent. And that's the front of the card. And then on the inside, this one was really easy to make. You just basically take a square piece. This is not really square, semi-square. What is this called? Rectangular. Yes, rectangular piece of paper, and with a round punch you punched a hole there, and then you put glue on this side, and this side, and then basically like there, and then on the bottom. But don't put here, because you will put the money down there. So, and then I just glue that onto this one, and that will be a nice money pouch, so you can put money inside, or gift cards, or some other special things if you have that are quite a flat. And here you will have the greeting, and these are just stamps. They have no name, but I think the package was called Mangolium, something like that, but it has no name. But I use a crab and the seashell. I think you could see them here. Where is the crab? There's the seashell, and there is the crab. So they are on these sets. You can have any kind of stamp you have that would fit. And then I just used this red pen to, there we have the red pen, to draw on top of this so they become red. I didn't draw anything on the seashells, but you could if you wanted to make them some color. And with a black pen I just drew those small lines, so it's indicating movement, and I just drew, I wrote snap, 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 so they are like snapping. And here you will have your greeting, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy to make, and the money will not fall off, as you can see. Even though I make like this, it will not fall off, so it will stay there pretty nicely. Easy card to make. It's kind of heavy now when it has sand and the wood piece, but it's not too heavy to post it if you have some relatives that you will send it in post. I will give this personally, so I will not post it by post, but you could send it by mail as well. It's not that heavy, but it feels a little bit more heavier than normal cards. But it was really easy to make, and these you just put some double-sided adhesive on, or use glue and make them stay, the castle, the crab and the background. So nothing hard to make. It was really fun and easy, and I think they will like it now when it's starting to become summer, so it's a little bit summery card. Snappy birthday instead of happy, so it's snappy. Yeah, but if you have any questions, please let me know, and thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.